Hey guys, my name's JD and I'm a big Buffalo Bills fan. I decided about 2.5 years ago that I wanted to do a Buffalo Bills basement, down obviously in my basement. And it pretty much took me 2.5 years, not to get it all painted and things along those lines, but maybe just gather the memorabilia as well as hang it and just get it exactly how I wanted it. So I wanted to make a video and just show how big of a Bills fan I am, and also that there's a Bills basement. I got a lot of my inspiration. There's a gentleman on YouTube that did a phenomenal Washington Redskins basement. He had a lot of memorabilia. I don't have that much. I'm kind of out of wall space, but just want to show you a quick overview of my basement, my Buffalo Bills basement, and then maybe just go through some of the stuff that I have. All right. So I pretty much decided that I was going to paint the room the Bills colors. I really wanted to have it stand out. I wanted to have a stripe in the middle, and then the two-tone paint. Thought it really added it off. I grabbed the Big Bills logo. I think it was off Fatheads. Put that over the fireplace just to give it a look. Earlier this year, the Bills sold some of the turf, and they gave it to, or a gentleman bought it, and then sold it off in quantities. So a lot of these shadow boxes, I didn't make the actual shadow boxes, but I did make the stuff. I did display them and tie it all together. So there's a piece of turf from New Era Field. I grabbed a towel this year when I went to the Bengals game, the home opener, and just mounted it in there. A lot of this stuff doesn't have to be expensive. You can do it yourself. Framing's crazy. Up here in Canada, we have this thing called Michaels. I think they have it in the States, and the shadow boxes are decent. But you just have to decide what you want and what you're going to do. Over here, two of the last jerseys that I got. I think I got them in the States. Dave and Adams in Buffalo. Shane Conlon jersey, autographed. And Pete Metzlar's jersey. Over here, two plaques, just picked them up at a flea market. Kelly Smith, the helmets, the helmet they're wearing now, and the throwback from the 90s. And a little bit for Pancho Villa. Got Buddy brought me back from Mexico, a lucha mask, so I have that displayed. Again, just little things. Again, grabbed this at Michael's. It was a card frame. Then grabbed a bunch of Bills cards and just put it in. That's one of the first things I had. Down here, got a bunch of bobbleheads from baseball stadiums and football stadiums. I've been on trips with my family and friends. Over here, I got the Josh Allen jersey autographed. I did the mounting myself. I don't know if you guys can see it there, the Bills logo. I actually got the Bills logo off popcorn boxes when I went to the stadium last year and cut them out and then mounted them to these jerseys, just with Velcro. And I did that with DeAndre Reed too, just to kind of make it pop. These are actually two of the first jerseys that I got. Over here, got a Bills helmet. Again, just found it online, grabbed it real quick. Honestly, nothing here I've spent more than probably, like in terms of Bills stuff, more than $200 a piece. The jerseys, when they're framed, the frames are about $100, and the jerseys I got offline with JSA authentication. for around anywhere between $60 and $100. I got this neon light. Got it at Walmart actually in September. Was there. Nice piece. And the Bills poster. A couple more helmets. Bills totem pole. Being up here from Canada, watched Flutie when he used to play with the Argos. Found an old Sports Illustrated magazine cover, and then toss that up there because he had a good run when he was at the Bills. Got the helmets, 1960 through 2011, the helmet they're wearing today. And then I have to fix these because they kind of drooped. But Jim Kelly autographed jersey, again, I just did it myself. It's what I want for my basement. I'm not looking to sell this stuff afterwards, it's for me. And then I just mounted the frame inside with the picture. Same with the Thurman Thomas. Did the same thing. The Bills. Hall of Fame. Inductees. Got that actually in Canton. And this is kind of, this is cool. This is my favorite part, right? Because it's all personalized. So this here is a wall of football, and mostly football, and some baseball trips that I've been with my family and my buddies. So I have that when you come in. That's a stairwell. Just some miscellaneous stuff that I had. Got the steam whistle sign, because that's what we drink down here in the basement when we don't have the Yingling. Then over here, was able to grab a couple of starting lineup pictures, or sorry, figures. Got Quinn Early over here, Antoine Smith, the first 95 of greatness, Bryce Pop, Doug Flutie again, he was one of my favorites. Got Thurman Thomas, Steve Christie, and then I got the only two McFarlanes that I guess the McFarlane Toy Company's ever released for the Bills, which is a shame. Bledsoe and Willis McGahee. Bill's shower curtain picked up at Walmart. Walmart's great, especially if you live within that distance of the team that you're cheering for, because the Walmart usually has a lot of great stuff. Then I got our TV. Chiefs Broncos game on tonight. Bills gonna beat the Broncos later this year. And this here I made. I grabbed a 1950s vintage fridge, and then sanded it all down, painted it. Again, steam whistle's a brand that hasn't been in use this year yet. We had it going last year, but it's a good piece. A lot of people like that when they come, the Bills fridge. Anyway, guys, that's my basement. Doesn't matter what team you're a fan of. Obviously, I'm a fan of the Bills, die hard. Just, you know what, it's nice to have something like this in your basement. Shows your pride, shows your colors. And it doesn't have to be fancy. This is not the Hall of Fame, right? I don't have all the autograph stuff that some guys have, but I got stuff that means a lot to me. Able to represent it here. And that's about it. Thanks, guys.